Alrighty, everybody, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well and you are ready for some fun. I know I am. Should be a good streaming day today. Definitely a good variety of stuff on the streams today, which is great. Apologies, I'm just a couple minutes late to start talking here. I'm literally ready to start, and then my guts go. Bleh. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Nature calls the moment when I'm gonna start pre-stream, but it is what it is. I'm here, relatively on time today. I know yesterday was a much later stream because I was doing sauce. I'm making a pot of Italian sauce, which, by the way, came out very well, despite the fact that I couldn't exactly get every single ingredient that I wanted the same way. I couldn't get the exact same brand of tomatoes because they didn't have them in the store. I couldn't get the exact same bread. Couldn't get the sausage, but I made do with what I made, and it was a really good dinner. All right, so it was worth it yesterday for sure. And now that will make many more meals to come in the future. 6 to be exact, 6 more meals for the next few weeks to month and a half. Sometimes we stretch it out to 2 months, depending on how often we want some pasta or something. So, but anyway, I am here today to stream on time, a nice full double stream day. I hope you guys are excited for that. So what are we doing today? I'll tell you exactly what we're doing today. We're doing Nioh 2. We're continuing on with the playthrough. At this point, we're in the 5th area out of 7. What I'm being told is the 7th area is incredibly short. It's just like the end game, final ending. That's it. So really, we're in the home stretch if you really think about it. And last time around, we beat supposedly what people were telling me is the toughest or the boss that gives most people problems in the game, Shibata. Okay, it took a while. I'm not gonna lie, this was not an easy thing. The first time I fought him, I almost one-shotted him, but I ran out of healing because I didn't know, what to expect with this boss. And then over the course of about half an hour, 45 minutes, I learned a little more, and then I beat him. So now what we've got left is the home stretch. I don't know how much longer we've got, but I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited too for more Nioh 2 today. Looks like we're probably going to be doing side content, because you would think after a giant major story mission and boss, they're going to open up side missions. That's how this game seems to work, okay? So should have some side content fun today. Plus, I'm sure there'll probably be time maybe for another major story mission. I guess we'll see. Later tonight, it will be Animal Crossing New Horizons. Now, the exciting thing about Animal Crossing tonight is multiple things are going on in the game. First of all, I was told by my wife that yesterday our island hit 3 stars, which is super exciting that the island hit 3 stars. It means now we're going to be able to do all kinds of new fun stuff, including Nook's Cranny is being upgraded. I believe the musician KK Slider will be coming to the island, and we're going to have all these new upgradable options in the game, which is really damned awesome. So, I'm excited to see, what's going to happen with that. In addition to that, today is the beginning of the Nature Day event in Animal Crossing. Now, I don't know what the hell that is. The Bunny Day event, which was from April 1st to the 12th, was an event where you collect eggs and you craft a bunch of Easter-themed stuff with these eggs. I don't know what the Nature Day event is going to be, but we're going to find out later tonight on the late stream. So it's dual events happening at once, which is pretty cool. So I hope you guys will be here later tonight for the late stream, see what happens. Now, ladies and gentlemen, after much deliberation and much feedback and much thought, all right, I've been weighing and balancing what I'm doing tomorrow on the stream and also my schedule for future streams. And after giving this much thought, I just want you guys to know, I really did put a lot of thought into this. I've determined what I'm going to be doing tomorrow on stream as the new playthrough and moving forward. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, right here on the first gameplay stream, will be the premiere of Banjo-Tooie. Tomorrow we are starting Banjo-Tooie. Now, the version I'm playing will be the M64 version that was upscaled and emulated and, redone for the Rare Replay collection on Xbox One. Okay? So that starts tomorrow. I hope you guys are excited for that. Remember, that was the game that won the polling for Viewer's Choice. So, number one, I want to give you guys what you voted for as soon as possible. And number two, based on all the feedback that I got over the course of this week here on the streams, more people wanted to see Banjo than the alternative, which was Trials of Mana. Okay? So we're going with Banjo Tooie tomorrow. And then this is going to be a balance between a few things. It'll be a balance between Banjo, Final Fantasy VII, and Nioh 2 for the foreseeable future. Okay? Now, I have a update on Trials of Mana. All right? I had to think about this pretty heavily to determine what I was going to do with this game. And the thing is, the other Viewer's Choice game that you guys selected, all right, is a strategy-based RPG called Fire Emblem Three Houses. You guys really wanted me to play this game last year, and I didn't. And apparently for most people, it ended up being like a Game of the Year contender for them in 2019. All right? So for me, I'm thinking in my head, in reality, since I'm not playing Trials of Mana this week as a new release, maybe I should play Fire Emblem next, because I think that would make more sense. It's the one you guys voted for. All right? And the truth of the matter is that I don't want to play too many RPGs at once. Because here's the thing. Right now I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, right? Once that's done, more than likely the next thing that I will play is Fire Emblem Three Houses. And that'll be the RPG that takes over as the RPG slot on my main gameplay streams. You see what I mean? Because here's the thing. I don't want to be playing Final Fantasy VII, Trials of Mana, and Fire Emblem Three Houses at the same time. That would be disaster, because that's three of a very similar kind of game. And I know, especially for those who don't like Western JRPGs, or excuse me, Japanese-style JRPGs, that would turn a lot of people off. Okay? So, I've decided that for now, the schedule is Banjo Tooie, Final Fantasy VII, and Nioh 2. And then the next game in the rotation will be Fire Emblem Three Houses. All right? And then, after that, when we get time for another variety game, more than likely I'll be checking out Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, which is a very short campaign. It's only like 4 to 5 hours long. So I'll probably do that at one point. I am still very strongly considering doing the Control DLC from the end of March, because I wanted to get more story added to that, because that was a game that ended and didn't really have a good story ending. So I'm considering that. Plus, I own it and it's free. I've already bought the season pass. I do at one point, excuse me, I do at one point want to get back to the Mega Man Zero collection, which I had started Mega Man Zero 3 and never completed it. So I definitely want to get back to that at some point, because that was something I had a lot of fun with when it came out, and I want to continue on with that, okay? And I am considering other things, but here's the thing. Out of all the things that I was kind of weighing and balancing in my head, I think out of all of them, because we're going to be doing RPG and then another RPG, I think Trials of Mana is basically going to kind of not really be in consideration for the near future. I'm not saying that I will never play Trials of Mana. I'm just saying that, number one, if we're not playing it release week, it's not going to have as much hype behind it anymore. And number two, we already have other RPGs that I'm playing and or are already on the docket that I think should take priority over it. See? So let's see what happens. But that's my thoughts, is that Trials of Mana, since we're not playing it this week, probably we shouldn't play it. Anytime in the near future, we should just focus on the things that already for Viewer's Choice are set up, and then other stuff. Okay? That's just my thoughts. Now, you could completely disagree, and that's okay. Keep in mind, I didn't promise I was playing it. I said that, I was trying to determine what to play this week and what would be next, and after kind of thinking about it last night, I was like, nah, that wouldn't be right to do another RPG that's going to delay an RPG that I've promised as part of Viewer's Choice, right? So there you go. Now, this will not, this should not affect any issues, or shouldn't create any issues with the late night chill streams, We're still going to be doing weekly streams. Well, twice a week Animal Crossing, once a week Throwback Street Fighter, once a week Minecraft. Now, some other things that may be changing in the near future. Once we maybe finish up another major game. So, for example, right now I'm going to be playing Banjo-Tooie, Final Fantasy, and Nioh 2. When one of those concludes, whichever one is first, because I have no idea, I am going to probably start doing once a week a early stream of Minecraft. Okay, Minecraft has always been a late night stream, but there have been some exceptions when I did it as a daytime stream. Well, right now we're falling behind with Minecraft, and what I mean by that is, I feel like because we're only playing it once a week, I'm not really getting as much done as I would like to get done in the game. We're behind on projects that we've been building because of this, and I want to basically get more done. So we are going to be doing daytime streams of Minecraft coming up. Now, when will that be? It's definitely going to be sometime in May. I don't know exactly when it'll start. Like I said, it really depends on how we do with these main gameplay streams that are already in the main rotation. But that will be coming up, more Minecraft around the horizon. Maybe then we can finally get caught up with these projects that I'm backlogged on, and maybe even do some significant improvements in the Minecraft world and stuff, because 2 hours a week is not a lot of time, okay? Now, one other thing, guys. Last night I played Call of Duty Warzone, all right? I'm going to be honest with everyone here. I had a good time because I hung out with you guys, but I had zero fun playing that game. That game is terrible. Number one, everyone is a Terminator. You have to shoot people so many fucking times for them to die. It's ludicrous. It's supposed to be Battle Royale, but everyone is like, you know, a bullet sponge. I don't understand how they think that that's fun. It's not to me. To me, Battle Royale, but you shoot someone once or twice, they're dead. That makes sense. Not shoot them, unload 2 clips into them for them to fucking die. That's really stupid. Okay? Number two, the actual hit detection and server quality is terrible. Every time now that I play Warzone, I get the drop on someone or someone runs in front of me. Oh shit. We pull out our guns. On my side, it shows me shooting them way before they ever shoot me. So it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 bullet hits, right? Then I instantly die. And then it shows the kill cam. On the kill cam side, it says that they drew first and fired on me first, and that's why I died instantly. And you know what? I'm tired of it. I'm sorry to say this, guys, but they really, really have lost their way. Infinity Ward. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. This is garbage gameplay. When you're playing a first-person shooter, all right, the number one thing that you need to work is the connection to the server to be consistent. And it's not. It's just not. Every time I play it, it's like a completely different experience. Sometimes I can actually get kills, legit. Sometimes it's like you can't kill anything. And I'm just tired of it. It's not a good game. You know, I don't really like it. Honestly, I like Black Ops 4 Blackout much better than I like this Battle Royale. I think they really screwed it up. And I think the only reason people play it is because number one, it's free. And number two, because people need Battle Royale for streams and content and creating these online communities of people who love it. But it really has nothing to do with the quality of the game. It's because they just want a game to play. It reminds me of Street Fighter V, where Street Fighter V is inferior to most competitive fighting games out there. But just because it's the only thing that Capcom has to promote for a fighting game, they have to act like it's good. So I'm kind of in the same feeling here, the same vein, where I just don't feel that the game is good, and I think people play it just to play it. So, you know, I just don't really care that much about it. So I'm trying to be honest with all of you here, all right? So here's the thing. Last night, people hung out with me. We had a good time. Not because of Warzone. It was just because we hung out, had a good time, and talked, right? We could do that with a million other games. We could do that with me just talking to you guys. You know, there's a million things we could do instead of Warzone. Now, if you guys really want Warzone to continue, I'm okay with that. You know, we'll keep doing it. But I know this game isn't going to grow on me. In fact, the more I play it, the less I like it. So my thoughts are, is there anything else you guys would like to do as a night stream that would lend itself to a lot more interactivity like Warzone does? Or You know, do you just want to see maybe once a week we just talk on stream for a bit? But the thing is, if we do that, I think Ask the King, which by the way is next Thursday, I think that basically that it kind of eliminates the whole point of Ask the King. Like, why would I do a Q&A show twice or every other month if every once a week I'm going to be doing a Q&A stream? You see what I'm saying? So, here's the thing. For now, I'm going to leave it on the schedule for next Wednesday, Warzone. But what I'd like to do is have you guys think about this over the next week. And when we play Warzone on Wednesday, let me know. Is this something you guys really, really want to see me keep doing? Or has it run its course because it's just a kind of a subpar battle royale and we're just playing it to go through the motions rather than actually caring about it? So should we do something else? And maybe that could be a major topic of discussion on the Warzone stream. What would be the something else that we do instead of Warzone, because it ain't that great. Okay? Okay? Fair enough. All right. So that's what we're going to do. And let's see what happens. All right? All right. Okay, guys. So outside of that, I don't really think I have much else to talk about until we, we'll go to the next segment here, the pre-stream. I'm just trying to think. No, nothing's coming to mind. I just want to say again, thank you guys for the overwhelming amount of support lately. We are up to 44 straight streams where we've hit the tips goal, and I put on the vest. The vest streak continues. All right. That's pretty insane. I don't know how long it'll last. I don't know, I say this, all good things must come to an end, and I know that it's not going to last forever, but it's so crazy positive and outstanding that it has lasted this long, and thank you guys. Thank you so much for that, really. I appreciate that help so much. You guys are helping tremendously, okay? I just want you to know that. So, we'll see what happens today. Can we hit the goal again on this Nioh 2 stream? We'll find out. If so, the vest will go on. The air conditioner, I just turned on the air conditioner, but just on fan, because right now it's pretty manageable. It's nice and cool outside, cloudy, so the office is not hot at all. But if I have to put the vest on later, chances are I probably will have to turn it on, okay? Wow, excuse me. Wow. That's a lot of burps. So thank you guys for the support. Now, let us get to the next segment of the pre-stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for 11 plus awesome years that I've been able to be a content creator here on the internet. I've had so much fun sharing my daily gameplay experiences with all of you. And, I realize I'm one of the luckiest guys on the planet because I get to share my passion, what I actually enjoy with all of you on a daily basis, and it's my job. How many people get to say that? Not many. And I realize how very lucky I am, and I just want to say thank you very, very much. Very, very much for everything. In accordance with the fact that I'm still able to do what I have a passion for as a living, and all your support over the years, the ups and downs that we've had. Oh my God, right? So thank you for that. By the way, I also realize I am someone who is able to keep doing his job during this worldwide pandemic, and I'm very grateful for that as well. Many people have contacted me and said, Phil, please understand that we really appreciate the fact that, oh, my neck, ow. We really appreciate the fact that you're still here and you're consistently putting out gameplay streams on a daily basis. It's something that's a constant for us that we can depend on, that we can watch your streams and kind of unplug from the stress of the world and have a good time, and we appreciate that, and you're welcome. I'm super duper happy and grateful that I am able to keep doing this, and it has not really been negatively affected by the things that are going on in the real world, right? So thank you for that, guys, so much. I really do appreciate the support. I appreciate the fact that you guys appreciate what I'm doing and telling me that it has value outside of just being a silly guy playing games and being stupid. I appreciate that you guys, are getting something better out of that. And that, the way I see it, nothing's going to change. Let's just keep rolling, right? Let's keep rolling with the positivity. And thank you guys for everything recently. Okay? Now, I'm a full-time streamer. That means that I'm here 6 days a week full-time streaming for all of you. I'm also, a YouTube content creator because I archive those streams as on-demand videos over on my YouTube channel, DSPGaming, so you can watch them back if you cannot be here live every day for the streams. So, if you like the fact that I'm here 6 days a week live streaming, and if you like the fact that I do archive that stuff on YouTube, and you want to see all this continue, all right, please consider contributing via one of my streams, because crowdfunding is the way that I make the vast majority of my income here, with what I do. It's not like it used to be back in the day where it was about ad revenue and views on videos on YouTube. I get very little out of that compared to how I used to. Now it's all about the crowdfunding during the live streams, all right? So by all means, if you like this, what I do, and you want to see it continue, please consider contributing via one of the methods that I'm about to outline here on the stream. But that being said, please understand something up front. Contributions are not mandatory, nor are they expected. My streams here on twitch.tv are 100% free and always will remain 100% free. If you like what you watch and you want to then step up and contribute because you can, please do. By all means, as I said, it really is my main source of income, and it's what allows me to keep doing what I have a passion for a living. But please do not feel like the odd man out if you cannot contribute, and please do not feel pressured to contribute if, it's not something that you're readily able to do. That's not my intention. I'm perfectly happy to just hang out with you guys here on a daily basis. I made gameplay videos for YouTube for 2.5 years before I monetized a single one, because I only monetized them when I lost my job. I never intended to do this for a living. This is something I just fell into, and I'm grateful for it, but at the same time, it's not about making the money. You know what I mean? If I were to lose my ability to do this full time and, I had to move on and do something else, I would still attempt to stream, albeit in a very limited capacity to what I do today, obviously. But I would definitely still attempt to stream as much as I could because I love it. I love this social activity that we have and the fun that we have together, guys. I do. So please consider contributing if at all you can, but understand that it's not something that, is demanded of anyone. Okay? Let's talk about ways that you can contribute if you would like to. First of all, I have a Patreon account at patreon.com/darksidephil. This is a monthly, excuse me. This is a monthly pledge account where your contributions earn you personal perks as a way of saying, hey, thanks a lot for contributing, okay? I don't really talk about it that much on streams because it's all very self-explanatory right over there on the website. I'd like to say just thanks to anyone who is a current pledgee to my Patreon, and thanks to anyone who maybe gives it a look and considers becoming a new pledgee as well. Your support is greatly appreciated. Moving on, I have a Teespring store where I sell merchandise. It's primarily t-shirts, but there's other stuff there like hoodies and sweatshirts and stickers and mugs and stuff. Good quality stuff. I own a bunch of it, so I can attest to that. And anything you buy helps me out a little bit, but you get a cool collectible out of the deal, so please give it a look, okay? Now also, ladies and gentlemen, here on the live streams, if you would like to contribute in a way that gets you a live shout out and interaction with me during the live stream, all right, then there are multiple ways that you can do that. You can either cheer with bits, or you could subscribe to my channel, or you could tip me during a live stream. And any of those three methods will get you a thank you from me and a little bit of recognition live here on the stream as I play a game. Now, please understand something. You must be in line with this channel rules if you wish to get a shout out, meaning you can't just be insulting. You can't do ginormous paragraphs that derail the entirety of the stream and are off topic. Please, no song lyrics, no things that are going to try to get me in trouble on Twitch, no controversial topics, etc. You know what I mean? Like, we're just trying to have a positive, fun time with video games. We don't need to try to cause a lot of problems on the stream, okay? But in general, most people get it, and it's a good interaction. It's a major part of my streams. It's a good way to have some fun, all right? Now, at the top of your screen, you'll see a stream stats leaderboard, and this tracks things such as the top tipper and the top cheerer of the stream. It's definitely a great way to get recognized, to be up there, and to get some attention for yourself, for your contributions, right? In addition to that, there's 2 other leaderboards that are automatically integrated into Twitch itself. These include the top cheerers of the week and the top subscription gifters for the channel of the week. So, many, many ways to get recognized. But ideally, if you're looking to help me out the most, the best way to help me is by tipping me. And there's a twofold reason for that. First of all, when you tip me, those are funds that I get immediately to put towards necessities. For example, by the end of this month, I have to make 2 tax payments. I have to pay my health insurance. I have to pay condo dues. And all that has to be paid within the next week. No exaggeration. All right? It's all giant payments. Okay? Your tips help with that. All right? Anything else that goes on behind the scenes, your tips help with that. Like me go grocery shopping, having to buy things for Jasper and stuff like that. The tips help cover that. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that your other contributions are not appreciated. Okay? For example, if you cheer, if you sub, if you buy something from Teespring, those things help me. They do, but they help me long term. Meaning I won't see any positive benefit from those things until like another month to month and a half. Wow, when you tip me, that's immediate benefit. I can use that for important things today. Okay? And that's why I appreciate that. All right? Now also, the other added benefit of tipping is that we have had this running tips goal now, and we have now hit it 44 straight streams, which is insanely outstanding. I am so appreciative of that, guys. I really am. Unheard of that we would do that. And the vest streak continues. When we hit this goal, I put on the vest as a way of saying thanks very much. I don't know how much longer it can last. Being very honest with all of you, as I said, all good things come to an end. But, hey, 44 straight streams is pretty damn good. And we continue on today, that would be amazing too. So, you know, I'm just saying it's an added benefit. The streak continues, right? So, we shall see. And that is correct, Mark McCauley. I washed the vest. That is absolutely correct. I did wash the vest, and it is nice and smells good now. So you don't have to worry about me in a stinky vest that's sitting here for years unwashed. It's not true. I will have to wash it periodically since I'm actually wearing it on a regular basis now. So there you go. I know you guys are very, very concerned about the state of the smell of the vest, so I took care of that for you on my day off. Okay? Alrighty then. So, please tip me if you can. There's 2 ways you can tip. Below the stream, there's a tips jar button you can click on that says, you know, tips jar, or you can type !tip into the stream chat, and either way will take you to my PayPal tips page. You can either tip me with a registered PayPal account if you have one, or if not, you can just use a major debit or credit card like anything else you buy on the internet. However, you may not see that option readily available because sometimes it only shows up on the fully loaded desktop version of the PayPal site. So just to be aware, guys, you know, if you're on a phone or whatever, you'll have to force it to load the full desktop version to be able to do that. Fair enough. By the way, I'm just noticing there's still Resident Evil 3 artwork here. I'm looking, I'm like, what is that? Resident Evil 3, I beat that like last week. So why is that still in the rotation? Let me see if I can get that out. How silly. Let's see here. Where the hell is it? I can't find it now. There's the classics. Problem is I can't remember what I named it. Shit. There's Nioh 2. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. I can't remember what I named it. I'm not going to go through every one now. Shit. I thought this would be easy, and it's not easy. See, there's the Nioh 2. Okay, so it's way ahead before that. That's Morrowind. Jasper. Here's one of the Doom ones I really like. What the fuck? Where is it? I must not have named it Resident Evil. Alright, I'm pissed. I'm getting rid of this right now. Hold on. Now I'm angry. Figuring this out. Fuck is it? sidewalk. There it is. All right, I got it. Jesus. I got it. Oh, it was like tiny text. I couldn't see it. Okay, I got it. So that's out of there now. Good. You know, I appreciate fan art a lot, and it's really awesome to have fan art in the rotation for when I'm playing the games, but sometimes I forget to remove it. The Doom fan art's still in there because I just really like it. Like, some of the Doom fan art just seems like it's universally good, and I could just keep using it forever. It doesn't have to be pertaining to Doom Eternal, you know? Just like here, you know, Dark Side Filled Twitch Stream 1, it's Sonic. You know, that's generic. Just like Doom kind of generic. It doesn't have to be catered to the game. But obviously the one that's Resident Evil 3, I'm not playing that. I haven't been playing it for a week, so got to get that out of the rotation, right? Okay, why not do this later? Because I'll never remember. You guys got to understand. I have to do stuff when it's on my mind. If I don't, I get so caught up in other stuff, I'll never remember to do it later. Just being honest here, okay? All right. So anyway, guys, thank you for tipping. If you can, I appreciate it if you do. But I do a public service announcement every single stream because I want you guys to be protected. I want you guys to not get harassed online. For number one, being a viewer of anyone's live stream, and number two, for contributing to a live stream. So the first thing I always tell you guys, listen, turn off your private messages here on Twitch. The whole direct message system on Twitch is pretty much massively used for online harassment and scamming. People trying to get your information, trying to send nasty, harassing messages to you. It's really not used for much else. There is an option on Twitch to set it up so that only people who are on your friends list can direct message you. So you may want to do that, or just turn them off entirely. I've had them turned off for a long time, and I get, you know, I wouldn't talk to anyone via them anyway. So there's no reason to have them on, quite frankly. It's just for people to harass and be assholes. Now, in addition to that, ladies and gentlemen, you would be surprised how much personal information all of us have out there on the internet. Just from social media, there's probably things listed like your friends and family members, places you hang out, things you like to do, things you have interest in and don't like, where you work possibly. And this is all information that can be mobilized against you in a very negative way, whether you realize it or not. I can personally attest to that, being someone who's been the subject of said kind of harassment over the last, 7-8 years of my life. So all that being said, number one, please be careful about what kind of information you put out there on the internet. But number two, please know that there's people on this planet who revel in hurting others and getting away with it. All right? It's not that they get any positive benefit out of it necessarily. A lot of these people like to remain anonymous, so there's no risk behind what they do. But they just get some kind of a feeling of like self-worth by knowing they were able to ruin someone else's day or life or whatever and get away with it. I know that sounds messed up because to us, we're productive, positive people. We like to focus on positive things in our own lives. We like to have fun. And, the well-being of our friends and our family members is probably our primary concern. And we're a little bit too busy with positive stuff in life to worry about hurting other people. But sadly, there's people out there that have nothing. They're really just have really degraded, nasty, negative lives. And all they want to do is hurt others, okay? Be aware of that. Be careful about that. Because there will be people who will take advantage of you in that regard. So now, all that being said, if you're going to contribute during a live stream, I strongly recommend you do what you can to hide your identity from said people who will use that information to hurt you. If you're going to cheer today, make sure that your account here on Twitch is not linked to your real life name or persona or your social media accounts. If it is, do an anonymous cheer instead, right? If you're going to tip today, do an anonymous tip. Or make up a name that has absolutely nothing to do with who you really are, so that way no one can associate that tip with your real life information, right? I know it sounds silly that I have to talk about this every day, but it really is an important thing. I want my viewers to be protected, and I don't want people to get harassed online simply for watching a stream or contributing to a stream, as silly as that sounds. Yes, there are scumbags out there who have nothing else to do but harass you and get some kind of pleasure out of it. So please be careful, okay? Alrighty then. Now, let's move on to the rules. All right. First of all, guys, I'm streaming on twitch.tv, which means I must abide by all rules and regulations of that business. I can't just say and do whatever I want on my own streams. And I hope that you understand that I have to be in accordance with what they allow. Fair enough? But In addition to that, please also understand that I like to maintain a certain chill vibe here on my streams, and let me explain what that means. I want my stream to be a place where you can unplug from all the stresses of real life, right? And right now, in the real world, there's a ton of stresses we're all under with this worldwide pandemic that we're going through. All this crap going on. The last thing you want to do is come to a stream and be stressed out. So what I try to do is give a no-stress atmosphere where we can all relax and have a good time, right? I try to protect us from any kind of toxicity and negativity that could be thrown our way. It's more about just watching me play a game, have fun with that, watch my live interactions and enjoy them, interact with me a little bit, interact with other stream viewers, and just relax and have a good one, right? The last thing I would want is for people to come here and get stressed out as a result of my stream. So what I do is I try to maintain a chill vibe with a certain rule set that I enforce on the streams, which I'm about to go over. So please listen up if you're a first-time viewer. Number one, we don't talk about politics or religion on my streams. These are topics that are very divisive. They make people get very angry with each other. And in general, I've found in the 11 plus years that I've been a content creator, that discussion of these topics on a gameplay element stream or piece of content is not good. It basically derails everything and makes people talk about other topics that has nothing to do with the subject at hand. And all it's going to do is make people get angry with each other. Now, if we're playing a game that has politics or religion as an actual piece of the puzzle, a piece of the plot, per se, that's fine to then discuss those topics in context of the game. But please don't start derailing the stream with talks of real-life politics and stuff. We're just not going to have that. Now, in addition, recently I have expanded those rules to be a wider reaching effect. And what I mean by that is, in regards to the worldwide coronavirus pandemic that we have right now, everyone's aware of it. Everyone's been affected by it in a very negative way, all right? So we know what's going on. So please, let's not make it the end-all, be-all of my stream to be talking about this. I'm not going to outright ban discussion of the topic because that would be pretty ridiculous. It is the biggest thing going on in the world. At the same time, please understand, there are people coming to this stream specifically to escape being inundated with this topic at all times, from all directions. They're coming here as a way to just not think about it. So please, don't constantly bring it up. Okay? Fair enough? All right. Now, in addition to that, I'm well aware that there are tons of people on this world and on the internet who on a regular basis are here to basically hurt me. They don't care about what actual real-life repercussions what they say or do has. They don't care if it hurts me personally or my family members or my business. They just don't give a shit. What they do is they slander me and defame me on a daily basis for personal gain or just to get a laugh out of it. Okay? We already talked about these kind of people here on the pre-stream. These are people who get pleasure out of hurting others. Period. That's all it is. They're nasty people who get pleasure out of hurting others. It's not that, again, that they all get personal gain out of it or anything. Some of them do, though. Some of them have entire YouTube channels and streaming presences dedicated to, insulting and defaming me and doing conspiracy theory crap. That's all nonsense. So I'm well aware all this shit exists. And the truth of the matter is, I don't give a shit about it. All right? So please understand that. And please know that, talking about that stuff and bringing it up on the streams is basically going to be, incredibly derailing. It's going to bring toxicity and negativity into the streams we don't need. And it might make people go give attention to someone who doesn't deserve it. Maybe someone will go check it out. Next thing you know, they fall down the toxic rabbit hole. And that's the last thing we want to do is give people more problems in their life and stress in their life. All right. Now, one final thing that I'm adding to the rules, folks. Not that this is a new rule at all, but this is something that I feel I now need to start emphasizing. All right. What I talk about and talk about on my streams personally is my own business. If I decide to bring up something from my personal life, on a stream, that's one thing. But it is no one's business to start asking me personal questions about my life behind the scenes of streaming, with my family, with my wife, asking me what kind of things do you have in your house, what do you own, this is all shit that's like personal stuff that it's common sense. Why would you just jump on a stream and ask a streamer, hey, what do you own in your house? Like, what? Right? Why would you ask me that? Oh, what are you doing with your wife and what's your personal time? Like, what? If I want to talk about that as a random piece of discussion, I will. But, why is it you think it's of your right to take it upon yourself to try to derail my stream and start asking me about all this shit, right? And the truth of the matter is, if you guys haven't noticed, over the last few years, I have stopped recording in my house outside of my office completely on purpose because people were taking information that they were finding just in random vlogs from the past and using it to hurt me. I've already told you the story of how someone actually took a utility bill that was sitting on my countertop and they used that to call the utility company, impersonate me, and try to get my power shut off. That's just one example of the many things people have done messed up to me over the years as a result of just casual information that went out there on the internet because of a vlog I did. All right. So that's why I'm not doing this stuff anymore. That's why I don't show you my house anymore. That's why I'm not going to talk about that stuff behind the scenes anymore. So for people to try to pry into my personal life on a gameplay stream is against the rules. And I'm just laying that out there right away. You want to casually ask me about Jasper. How's he doing? How's your wife doing? What are you guys up to this week? That's one thing. But then trying to ask specific, ridiculous, personal shit is not going to fly anymore. And we had a couple examples over the past couple of days of people coming on stream and being like that. And I'll be honest, I know why they're doing it. Because they're trying to get dirt for those detractor videos and those people who hate me to talk about stuff on their own content and basically make controversial videos and try to basically, again, shit that I'm not going to play around with. All right? So it's over. The days of that shit are over. And if you try to basically derail stream with trying to delve into personal shit, you're going to get banned because that's against the rules. And I'm laying it down right now. I'll start talking about this every day now. It's not going to happen anymore. I'm not allowing you guys to screw with me. Especially people who are trying to act like they're fans and viewers and they come in and they try to hurt me backhandedly with shit on the streams. It's just not going to happen anymore. All right. So it's been officially discussed now. And, now you know it's against the rules. And that's that. And there we go. Alrighty then. Let us now continue with the pre-stream, with the shout-outs segment. This is the segment that we basically abridged yesterday. And because of that, so many people tried to derail the gameplay of Final Fantasy VII. So it's funny to me because so many people tell me that they think the pre-stream's too long and that, why can't you just jump right into gameplay like other streamers, right? Then yesterday with Final Fantasy VII, I jumped into gameplay just like other streamers, and the stream was consistently and constantly derailed. It was joke here, joke there, you are Lord, oh wait, Snow Carl's the new Lord, blah, blah, blah. And it was so hard for me yesterday during a 4-hour gameplay stream of Final Fantasy VII Remake where my goal for that stream was to try to give you guys uninterrupted gameplay because I really wanted to, number one, advance the plot of the game, and number two, give you a stream that was going to be like concentrated fun and gameplay because usually we have a pre-stream and everyone says, oh, it's too long. So I finally do this, right? I finally say, we're not going to do that. We'll just do gameplay. And quite frankly, it was one of the more frustrating streams of recent memory because everyone wanted to derail the stream with personal conversations and jokes, which is fine if you're doing a stream like Warzone where I don't give a fuck about the game and, I'm not concentrating. I'm just kind of dicking around and hanging out with you guys. But it's a totally different animal when I'm playing a game that has a story. I'm playing Final Fantasy VII Remake and main characters are dying on the screen. And as they're dying, we're getting pop-up messages about fucking Snow Carl is the new Lord of the stream. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with people, right? But here's the thing. I really feel that if we had had a pre-stream where people kind of talked and joked and got it out of their system, that wouldn't have happened in the gameplay. That's the truth of the matter is when we have this pre-stream and we have this segment where all we do is talk for like a half an hour and we have these silly conversations, it gets out of everyone's system and everyone can just kind of relax and have a good stream, and it works. That's why we do it. I've only been doing this, I've been a content creator for over 11 years. I've been a full-time streamer now for over 3. I see what works and what doesn't. The pre-stream absolutely 100% works. For various reasons. It gets information out there for you guys. And it also allows people to kind of vent and get the silly stuff off their chest so that when we get to gameplay, I can focus. I'll be honest. Today I'm going to play Nioh 2. Do you think I'm going to have a time to constantly be derailing the gameplay, you know, with that kind of stuff? No, of course not. I got to concentrate. It's a super hard game, you know. And if I don't concentrate on the game, people will complain. But then if I don't give shout-outs, people will complain. Do you see what I mean? People complain no matter what. So that's why the pre-stream works. Let's have some fun combos. Let's joke around now. So when I play Nioh, I can concentrate on it. Fair enough? That's why I really like this segment of my streams. And, you know, other content creators, other streamers may do it different ways. That's fine. I know what works for me, and that's why I do it this way. Okay? All right. That being said, let's get to shout-outs. First of all, last Rambo did a 100-bit cheer before the stream started to let me know about some upcoming events in Animal Crossing. He says there's some new events coming up. Note them down in your schedule. It's even better if maybe you could play them as daytime streams. Unlikely that will happen. So he says, April 23rd to May 4th, so that's tonight, and we are doing this tonight, Nature Day event. From May 1st to 7th, the May Day tour. From May 18th to the 31st, the International Museum Day event. And then from June 1st to the 30th, wedding season. What I'm assuming is wedding season sounds like for the whole month there'll be wedding-themed items you can probably like craft in the game and stuff like that. Like probably wedding cakes and wedding dresses and big wedding arches and wedding seating. You see what I mean? I'm assuming that's probably what it is. So, very nice. Thank you, Last Rambo, for the heads up. Sounds like the next couple of months are going to be pretty eventful in Animal Crossing. Cool. Schofield Alexander has resubscribed to the channel for 2 months in a row, 5 total. Thank you, Schofield Alexander, for that support. I appreciate that. Ryan is here. He did a 149-bit cheer. And he said, hey, Phil, I hope you have a great day today. Do you have a most anticipated game of 2020? Well, Ryan, I wish I could actually give you an honest answer on this. But the problem is with the whole climate of the world right now, the way things are going, I don't know what games are coming out this year. You know, like, oh, The Last of Us 2, oh, delayed indefinitely. Oh, Ghost of Tsushima, it's probably going to be delayed indefinitely. See? So, I basically, at this point, I'm basically taking it day by day. And when we hear more information about a game coming out or whatever, then maybe I'll try to get excited or whatever. But at this point, like, I think it would be very fruitless to be speculating about what games really are going to come out this year and what aren't. And to be worrying too much about it. You know, Cyberpunk, well, that was supposed to already come out. It got delayed. Will it actually come out when it's supposed to? I don't know. So, I guess we'll just play it by ear. I'm not getting too overhyped for any games right now because I don't want to get myself overexcited about something that then gets delayed. So, I guess we'll find out. An anonymous cheerer did a 51-bit cheer. Thank you very much for that to the anonymous cheerer. Golden Colts is here, and he resubscribed for 35 months. Thank you, Golden Colts, for almost 3 straight years of ongoing support. That is much appreciated. 1v1 Snow Carl on Bog tipped me $1. It says 1v1 Snow Carl on Bog for the vest. Absolutely not. The vest is held in way too much high prestige. There's no way I would ever put it up in anything like that. And by the way, that message is insanely, or that name is insanely long. More than likely, I'll end up having to abridge it. But then again, it's $1 tip, and probably someone's going to overcome that soon, so we'll see. But thank you for the starting $1 tip here. Phil's Phillies, this is another silly running meme, cheered and said, shout out to all the Phillies in chat. Har, har, har. Super Blind Man, what's going on, man? He subscribed for 40 months in a row, 59 months total. Wow. And then he says, it's that time again. Almost 5 years of support now. Enjoying following your Final Fantasy VII coverage as I play through it with my own chat. Keep it up, DSP. Well, Super Blind Man. First of all, I'm happy to hear that you're enjoying the game and you're able to enjoy the game. Good luck when you get to Wall Market. Is all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil. I'm just going to say good luck, and you'll need it to survive. Outside of that, thank you for the very long-standing support. Thanks for coming by and saying hello today, and thanks for the resub. Freddie B did a 500-bit cheer, and he said, what up, my frogger? What's going on, Freddie B? How you doing, man? Thank you for the cheer. It's the biggest cheer of the day, so we'll get you up on the leaderboard here. Thank you so much, sir, for the support. Good to see you as well. I hope you're doing well. Elon Just gifted a sub to Phil's Phillies. So congratulations to Phil's Phillies, who received the gifted sub. And thank you to Elon Just for the ongoing support. I appreciate that. The original Drum cheered and said, how do I become a mod? You don't. One does not simply just become a mod. That's not how it works. Sorry to say. Okay. Sound good? All right. The Mighty Mighty Boss Stones tipped me $1. So whenever you encounter searching for playthroughs to watch, like you said, Bioshock, do you ever come across hate videos about you? Have you watched one for her amusement? No, because the thing is, you only see those videos if you're searching for DSP or Darkside Phil. That's it. If you're just casually browsing YouTube, you would never come across one of those toxic videos. So for people who aren't within the insanely, I would say, just crazy bubble of these really stupid fucking people, you would never even know that stuff exists. It's only if you start looking for Darkside Phil or DSP that really disgusting toxic content comes pouring out. You know, and I know that for a fact because you'll search for a game and you'll get a million good, you know, non-toxic playthroughs of stuff. And, you know, that's a good thing. That it's not just out there constantly, you know. It really is just an inclusive group of idiots who circle jerk themselves into this cultish mentality that everything they say and do is correct and it's fine to constantly hurt someone and make conspiracy theories up. You know, it's really insane when you really think about it. But most people don't even know about that shit. Now, here's the thing. If you start watching my content, then yes, it shows up. And that's sad. But that's really why I don't care about YouTube anymore. You know, YouTube is an archive. You want to watch my stuff there, you can. But, you know, I focus on streaming and streaming alone. And I will for the foreseeable future. So. Alrighty. Respergoo took me $5. That's the biggest tip of the day so far today. He says, I agree. Everyone seems like a Terminator in Warzone. You have some good kills anyway, dude. Yeah, you know, I get some fun times. Like last night when I was playing, I was walking up to a door, and the door opens in my face. There's a guy who, like, was coming through the door at exactly the same time as me. And for, like, a second, we both freak out, trying to pull out our weapons properly and aim and fire. And then finally, I shoot the guy and kill him. I'm like, that was insane. Like, I got jump scared. You guys watching got jump scared, and the reaction flubbing around trying to get the gun out was pretty funny. So that's the thing is that I understand why there are still people who like the Warzone streams, but just playing the game itself is not fun for me. So, I don't know how to say this guy's name. Buckstops? I don't know. To me, $1. He says, since you have less interest in YouTube and playing copywritten music, can you add yourself singing songs from the Rockathon to the pre-stream? To my knowledge, the Rockathon's like muted and gone. That whole thing was copywritten stricken and taken down or muted on YouTube. I remember getting emails about this, you know, years ago, saying the whole Rockathon is gone. So I don't think it exists. Maybe there were mirrors that survived. But no, I probably would not add the Rockathon. Here's the thing. When you listen to the pre-stream remixes, those are my voice as commentary over a game remixed into a song. It's not me singing an actually copywritten song. You see what I mean? There's a big difference there. So, no, I'm not going to put actual copywritten music on there with me singing karaoke. Big D's did 100-bit cheers. Says, can you do a chill stream of RuneScape? Lots of interaction. I believe RuneScape is an MMO. And I think just on that fact that it's an MMO, probably I'm going to say no. I don't think RuneScape's on consoles. Maybe I'm wrong. But PC only MMO. MMOs typically people harass me in, so it's a no. It's really me, Nick Jonas, tipped $1 asking, do I ever take my wife's input when it comes to games that I would play? Sometimes. It depends on the situation. It depends on, like, okay, it's totally up in my power to determine what game I'm going to play coming up. And there's a few options. Maybe I'll talk with her about it. It's not always. I mean, a lot of the times, like, as you guys know, it's you guys who determine. I'm taking your feedback during live streams and polls and the like. to determine what it's going to be. I think in particular he's asking about Trials of Mana, because I said on this stream I'm not playing Trials of Mana now. No, my reasoning for Trials of Mana is very simple. Number one, this week I asked you guys what game do you want to see, and after about 4 or 5 days of asking, more people are definitely asking for Banjo than Trials of Mana. And knowing that I already have to play a JRPG in Fire Emblem because that won a poll that you guys voted on, I said I would much rather play Fire Emblem than Trials of Mana. And then by the time that I've played through Final Fantasy VII and Fire Emblem, am I really going to feel like playing Trials of Mana? You see what I mean? There's also other RPGs that I've wanted to play for a long time that have been on the back burner that I'd probably like to play more than Trials of Mana. If we were going to play Trials of Mana as the hot new release this week, that'd be something different. But it didn't seem like you guys were too interested in that. Again, based on the feedback you guys were giving me, that's just kind of the vibe I was getting. So that's what I used to determine, what I was going to play this week. Do I ever ask my wife for input? Of course I do. She's a gamer like me. She knows about games. She's interested in seeing me play certain things or whatever. But in particular, that's not what happened this week. Okay? PW Dubs cheered. He said, were you excited to see Snowcrawl's return yesterday? Everyone in the chat was happy to see him. He never went away. PW Dubs, are you seriously starting with this again? He never left. He was here every day before, and then he just came into the chat to watch the stream. Just stop with this nonsense. Meritocracy tipped me $4.20 as a longtime watcher. A little constructive criticism. Why not do long-winded speeches during the pre-stream at 10:30 and start playing at like 11 a.m. instead of burning time? I already addressed the pre-stream. I already told you why I think it's necessary and how I now have concrete evidence of why it works. So we're not going to go into detail answering that question because I feel I already have. Thank you for the tip. Airsoft Fatty tipped me $1 and says, have you ever thought of having one of your sub goals be a special subscriber-only stream? It would be a short game playthrough or maybe a discussion stream about a topic subs choose, like booking WWE after the virus. No. No. Never really thought. I mean, here's the thing. I know a lot of other people have. They used to do this with Patreon. They used to say, if you subscribe to my Patreon, you get a Patreon, pledgey only thing, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. 2 reasons why. Number one, I like having all my content be free. I like the fact that people can just watch everything, and I don't feel that having stuff hidden behind a paywall is appropriate. That's just always kind of been my philosophy. That's number one. Number two, years ago when I first adopted Patreon, and I said, I'm dabbling in the idea that maybe what I will do is I'll put out a game review, because this is what was my initial idea for Patreon. I'll do a game review, and I will release the review exclusively for Patreon or patrons 2 days early. And if you're a patron, you'll get to watch that review immediately. If you're not, it'll go live for the world like 2 days later. So it's basically getting exclusive access, early access to content if you're a patron of mine. Well, when I announced that I was considering doing that, my haters, oh boy, came out and they said, oh, well, what we're going to do, man, is if you do that, we'll have one of us subscribe to your Patreon, and they'll just take that link and rip that video and post it all over the internet. So therefore, there'll be absolutely no reason to ever become a patron of yours, because there will be no exclusive content. Your content will be all over the internet no matter what. Okay? So at that point, I was like, well, what's the point? Right? What's the point of doing it if this is what's going to happen? So I just kind of shrugged and said, I guess I can't do anything that's like exclusive content for subs, exclusive content for patrons, because you're always going to have someone who's going to try to steal that content anyway. Okay? So, no, I've never really considered doing it. The only thing I ever did over the years where it was something that was exclusive for a certain group, I actually did some Patreon or patron-only multiplayer events where people would pledge to my Patreon, and then we would do multiplayer games together. But that fell apart over the years for 2 reasons. First of all, quite frankly, there haven't been many great multiplayer games, I feel. I feel that the multiplayer games that come out these days are not great. There was a time when in 1 year, you would have a new fighting game like Tekken or Street Fighter, or both. You would have an Assassin's Creed multiplayer, a third-person shooter multiplayer, 2 first-person shooter multiplayers. See, so you'd have like seriously 10 solid multiplayer games by the end of the year that you could do this kind of event in. Now it's like, first of all, you barely get any first-person shooter multiplayer anymore. When you do, it's usually Call of Duty, and Call of Duty sucks ass. Fighting games aren't great anymore, right? You know, it's very rare when you get a good fighting game that you would want to do any multiplayer in. So for me, like, it's just like a non-factor anymore. Plus, I'm a full-time streamer now. And once I became a full-time streamer, I focused on entertaining a live audience more. And when you're doing exclusive streams or exclusive behind-the-scenes events for people who contribute in certain ways, you're taking your focus away from that live audience. I don't want to do that, okay? So that's why I really don't care about that stuff anymore. Fair enough? Okay. Star St. Mark tipped me $5 and says, hey, Phil, hope your day is going well. I'm excited for more Nioh 2. Stay chill, stay focused, and have a lot of fun today. Thank you, Star St. Mark. I appreciate the support, and it's a very nice, positive message. Thank you for that. So let me get that tip added here. We're now up to $19 in tips so far. Thank you, guys. Tagliarelli Frenzy. I can't even pronounce this guy's name. Tipped me $1.30 and said a bunch of stuff in Italian that I can't really translate. But I thank you very much for the $1 tip, for the positive message. If it is indeed positive, I hope it is. Snow Curl Cheers says, hope we can have some positive gameplay today, but buy Jasper a treat with me for this cheer money. Well, first of all, I can't buy anything with cheer money because cheers are not money. Cheers are no monetary value whatsoever here on Twitch. However, I do appreciate the cheer and the positive message. By the way, I should say this, guys. You may have noticed that recently Jasper has not been on the streams, at least for about a week. And you might be wondering why. Well, there's a very simple, matter-of-fact answer for that. Because right now, my air conditioner's on when I'm streaming. And because of that, I have to leave the door closed. And if I have the door closed, that means Jasper can't come in. You see what I mean? If I can't leave the door open with the air conditioner on, because that would literally waste money. It would have the air conditioner on blowing constantly and all the cold air just sucking out of the office down the hallway, which we're not going to do. I'm also not just going to put Jasper in the office and close the door, because as you guys know, he is a cat that likes to wander and he has a short attention span. So yeah, he might like being in here for 10 minutes, and the next thing you know, he's making noise, he's biting wires, he's trying to get in the closet, he's annoying us because he wants attention. If you have the door open, right, that means that he can just go in and out as he wants, but I can't have the door open with the air conditioner on. So, sad to say, right now, it's not really possible for Jasper to be on my streams. But when things heat up here in Washington State, which undoubtedly they will do within the next month or two, we're going to turn on, the cooling for the rest of the house. And so once the rest of the house we're cooling down, then I can open my door when the air conditioner's on, and Jasper would be able to come in and out of here, all right? In general, it's going to go back to how it was previously, where night streams, he'll be able to join us because I'll have the door open. But for now, that's not possible. And no, we don't have central air. I told you guys about this last year. My parents bought us another air conditioner for the house because the house is so goddamn hot in the summer because we don't have central air at all. We have no cooling system here. So my parents actually bought us another air conditioner last year, and now the house stays really cool. But we're not going to turn that on until we absolutely need it. And it's April. So probably we won't need it till like late May, June, when it starts to get summertime weather here and it gets hot, So, yeah. That's why Jasper hasn't been on the streams, and I apologize for that. I know you guys like to see him every once in a while, but there's not much I can do about it. We're kind of limited to what's going on here, okay? Dinosaur did 100-bit cheers. Sorry that I missed the end of your stream last night. Animal Crossing was calling to me. I appreciate the stream nonetheless, and I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with all of us, Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Thank you for the contribution. Annoying Cow took me $1.30 and says, moo. All right, thank you, Annoying Cow. Appreciate the contribution. Hopefully that was a moo of approval and not a moo of condescension. K. Mayshar 101 tipped me $5 and says, Banjo-Tooie is my all-time favorite game. I'm glad you're going to play it. Advice, don't let the 6th and 8th and final world frustrate you too much. Hey, much like all of these collectathon platformers from back in the 90s, I get the feeling there will be times when I will be frustrated and challenged, but it's all right. Here's my take on it. I already beat Donkey Kong 64 and 100%ed it. I've played the worst of the worst. There's absolutely no way that another game that I play could be worse than that. So when you've beaten the worst, everything else will seem like a breath of fresh air in comparison. So even if there are challenging and annoying parts, I guarantee you, I'm going to be saying, at least this isn't Donkey Kong 64, and I'm going to be enjoying myself. So there you go. I'm actually quite pleased that I played Donkey Kong 64 and got it out of the way, so I have that frame of reference for every other game that I play now. OG Rascal did a 100-bit cheer. He said, consider not burping into the mic. It may help you retain new viewers. No, actually, you don't know. See, they're here for that. They love it. It's their fetish. They love belches, farts. See what I mean? People love it. Anyway, Snorlax tipped me $1. He says, have you ever thought of making a brief video breaking down stream rules and how to tip and put it in between songs on the pre-stream? That way we can save your voice and get right to shout-outs and gameplay and finish things quicker. No, I've already explained a million times why I don't do that. I feel that if you have to listen to plugs and information like that, then I have to put the effort in to do it live. Because I told you, I used to listen to the Howard Stern show. And the thing that was the most annoying about a radio show is when you have a radio guy running a plug segment, but they don't do it live. I feel that's lazy. You know, they want to take up your valuable time and waste it on an ad, but they can't be there live for it. You know, they run a pre-recorded ad. I hate that. So for me, I'm going to do it live every day. I want you to know that I feel your time is valuable, and therefore it's valuable enough for me to use my time to do it live. Okay? I killed Phil Cheers. He says, I need to know about every last dime you've made and spent. Please elaborate. See? That's what I mean. Like, that's how people are. There's people who are just nosy as fuck. And, you know, I hate to say it, but in the past, I used to share tons of information about what's in my house, how I spend money and stuff. And I can't do it anymore. I just can't. People purposely try to get this information to do things to make controversial videos and hate on me. So, for example, the other day, someone says, you know, well, on your day off, did you watch anything fun? I was like, yeah, you know, we were watching Disney Plus and we watched a few nature shows on there. Immediately, gee, isn't it a real waste of money that Phil's getting Disney Plus? Wow, he's a really just, you know, he's very irresponsible with how he spends his money if he's getting on-demand video services, man. You see what I mean? So with every little thing gets twisted into a ridiculous negative by shithead people, I'm just not going to talk about personal shit anymore. Okay? Karma. To me, $1.30. It says, here's what I owe you for your positivity. Well, thank you, Karma, for $1 tip. I appreciate that very much. Let's continue on. Phil's Phillies cheers. If only every Philly could be gifted a free subscription, it would be perfect. Yeah, but first of all, they don't exist. It's a detractor meme. And second of all, sitting here begging for free subs is not a good look. I'm just saying. I killed Phil to tip me $4.20. He says, fuck Snow Carl and the revolution. This $4.20 is for the true Lord. Well, there you go. Thank you very much to I Killed Phil for the tip. Another $4. Fuck Snow Carl indeed. Oh. Oh. Freddie B to me $3. So what up, my Fraga? What's up, Freddie B? Thank you again. I think you already cheered and now you tipped. Thank you, sir, for all the contributions this morning. That brings us up to $34 in tips. PW Dubs cheered. He says, when's the first time you ever got drunk? Sorry if it's a personal question. Ever got drunk? Probably would have been in high school with my friends. Ninstar Rune cheered. And he says, you think that if some legislation was passed that forced people to use their real name, home address, social security number, or whatever in order to go online, that would cut down trolling? People would not have anonymity online. I don't know. I'm not going to get into politics of it. I mean, obviously, the problem right now is that the internet seems to be this place where you can just get away with shit. So, for example, if I owned a restaurant and people constantly went up to the restaurant and just threw eggs at the restaurant and plastered it with eggs, or they went inside the restaurant and they littered, or they wrote on the walls with markers, you call the police to get them arrested, and that's the end of it, right? But online, everyone gets away with everything because everyone's anonymous. You could slander someone. You could do things to take down people's internet. You could do all kinds of shit that's completely safe. That's illegal, but completely safe over the internet. Do I really believe that if there were legal requirements in a country to give your name and address and personal info to use the internet, that would stop harassment online? No. I think there would still, if people are malicious, they're going to be malicious and they're going to find a way to do it no matter what and get away with it. But it more than likely would cut down on the open availability of people to pile on that bandwagon. You see what I'm saying? Like, would there still be dedicated shitheads? Yes, the shitheads are never going to go away. But those shitheads would be dramatically reduced in number if there's consequences for those actions. Okay? Okay. Let's see here. Where was I? Now I'm confused. Where was I? I lost it. Oh, so Phil's Phillies cheers and welcome back, Snow Carl. Okay, here he is. Zelda Minis cheers. I hope you'll play Charles of Mana this week. It's getting good reviews. Zelda Minis, you missed the entire segment where I basically said I'm probably not playing Trials of Mana anytime soon. I made a determination we're doing Banjo-Tooie, not Trials of Mana, and people voted for Fire Emblem to be a game to be played soon. So that's going to be the next one. And then maybe I'll play Trials of Mana down the road, but it's not something I'm going to be interested in the short term, okay? Snow Carl cheered, and he said, maybe Warzone would be more enjoyable if you invited trusted viewers to play with you, such as Papa Vera, Kekken, and Snow Carl. I don't care about team-based Battle Royale. I did it last year with Apex Legends. For a while, it got boring. People hated it, and I'm not doing it again. The Union of Babyman Gaming cheers, you even game just like an e-girl. Gee, thanks a lot. I don't know what the hell that means. Phil's Phillies cheers said, oh no, not the Howard Stern show again. Could you sue him for tanking your reputation? Yes. I've sued him many times, in fact. Ninstar Rune cheered and says, Baldy wants me to ask you if you'll consider not going to the bathroom if we get the tips call. Actually, I'm not going to take a bathroom break today because I used the bathroom right before the pre-stream. Union of Babyman Gaming cheered and said, financial responsibility is a detractor meme. Yes, everything is a detractor meme. Underground Illuminati cheered and says, would you be jealous of Snow Carl taking away attention from you? Yes, incredibly jealous. As we all know, Snow Carl is taking control of the stream and runs it now. He's the one who plays the games, does the commentary. I just take a back seat. I kind of just basically run the technical aspects of the stream. So, all right, so quick shout-outs. Thanks to the top cheers of the week. D-Man 11's in 10th place. Snow Carl's in 9th. Freddie B is in 8th. Bill Cosby's Thundercock is in 7th. Good Lord. The Union of Babyman Gaming's in 6th. Sundance McGee's in 5th. Papa Vera's 4th. Ninstar Rune's 3rd. Dino Swords in 2nd. And Shadow the Hedgehog's in 1st. And then thank you to the following top sub contributors of the week. Philly Buckeye, Orange, X Juice, and K Mayshar all gifted a single sub. Elon just gifted 3. My favorite, Jordy Quotes, gifted 5. And Beastbot gifted 7. And then Phil's Phillies did a final cheer here and said, your Phillies always got your back. All right. So, I'm not going to use the bathroom break, guys. I'm just going to very quickly make sure everything's working here. Turn off my phone. Give me, no lie, 2 minutes. And then we're going to start. By the way, I forgot to mention this. Today's stream is running till 3:30 p.m., not 4. I know you guys are going to be disappointed. I'm cooking dinner today. So because I'm cooking dinner and my cat is going to work on the earlier side, I have to make dinner early, so we're ending the stream at 3:30 today. But there's not going to be a long pre-stream break here. It's going to be 1 minute quickly, and then we're going to get started. Okay? So thank you guys. I'll be right back with Nioh 2. See you in just a sec.